What is going on, everyone? Joe here with Grilled Joe's Barbecue, and today I have an awesome video. Drunken Chef and I wanted to do a little collab. We haven't done one for a little bit, so we decided on a shrimp cook. So I picked one shrimp dish and he picked another, and we're both cooking each of them. So Drunken Chef picked a dish that I have never cooked before, I'd never even heard of, called ceviche. Ceviche? It sounds like someone who would be putting on an EDM concert in Ibiza, but I'm down to give it a try, and I picked a shrimp po' boy. Now, it is January, and by the time you see this video, you still have time to enter if you want. I'm in Mad Scientist Barbecue's weight loss competition, so I'm trying to make my shrimp po' boy a little bit more healthier. So you'll see how I make those changes here in a little bit, but let's get right into it. Alrighty, so I bought 2 pounds of shrimp. The first thing we're gonna do, I'm not gonna use all this for the ceviche because I wanna use part of it for the shrimp po' boy. And so we're gonna take about half of it. So it should be about a pound. Let's say about that, about half. We're gonna cut these up into, probably get 3 slices out of each of them. So we're looking about yay big. Once we get those sliced, we're gonna put them all into a bowl. When Chef told me he wanted us to cook ceviche, I gave him a funny look and said, that is raw. And he said, no, it's not. Look up the recipe. Using the lime and lemon juice cooks it. Get out of your simple mind of cooking everything with fire, because who needs fire when you have lime and lemon juice, I guess? Who would have guessed? Not me. But I'm excited. I like trying new things. And little Gorilla absolutely loves shrimp. So I'm really hoping when she gets home from school, she'll be super excited to try these, and I won't be the only one eating it. Now, I did mention I am on the weight loss competition with Mad Scientist Barbecue, and this is traditionally a dip ate with chips, so I did buy some chips, but you only eat 1 serving. It's not terrible. That's the thing about weight loss. Nothing is inherently bad for you. It's about how much you eat of it, if it's bad or not. All right. Got all my shrimp diced up. I am cheating a little bit. I don't have one of those little swisher things to make fresh lemon and lime juice, so I just bought these. So it called for 1/4 cup of each of these. There is the lime. So the acid in the lemon and lime juice cook the shrimp. It's not completely raw. It'll actually change color and be cooked. And just like that, they are completely covered in here, mostly. Push them down a little bit. I'm gonna set these in the fridge for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and we'll see how they're looking after that. And while those are cooking in the acid, we'll be prepping the shrimp for the po' boys. So we're gonna put this in the fridge. After those are done cooking in the acid, we'll be adding in some tomatoes, some red onion, some cilantro, some avocado, and some jalapenos all diced up, mixed together to be a nice, fresh shrimp dip. And if I don't like it, I'll take it to work tomorrow and the boys will eat it. So let's get on to the po' boy. Now you're probably wondering how I'm going to make shrimp po' boys more healthy. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna fry them. I'm gonna put them on skewers and I'm gonna grill them over some open flame. So we're gonna get this seasoned up and let it sit for just a little bit while those skewers soak in some water so they don't burn. Using some extra virgin olive oil in there, and then some Uncle Steve's Texas Cajun. Throwing that on here. That has some heat. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna mix these up. Just like that. We got our shrimp ready. We're gonna let those marinate while those soak, and we're gonna make up our own dressing. So that's another way you can save some calories. Don't buy store-bought dressing. You can make your own, and it will be healthier. If not by a ton, buy some. All right, while that shrimp's marinating and those are getting nice and wet, we're going to make up our own sauce here. I found a recipe from favefamilyrecipes.com. I'll leave a link below. This is my first time trying it, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. It calls for 1 cup of mayonnaise, 1 cup of mayonnaise, 2/3 a cup of ketchup, 3 tablespoons of horseradish. I seem to have lost my tablespoon, so I'm just gonna use my big spoon here. Close enough. It says 1 tablespoon of Creole seasoning. I'm just gonna be using my Uncle Steve's Texas Cajun. Probably a little more than a tablespoon. That's fine. This stuff is fantastic. And then it just calls for some garlic pepper, garlic powder, and some paprika. And I have some smoked paprika, so that's all I got. Get this mixed up. That's looking gorgeous. Look at that. Oh yeah. That has a little bit of heat. That is really good. I like that a lot. We're gonna go get our fire started. We're using, of course, the Good Charcoal Company in our Weber kettle. We're gonna get a nice little fire going. We'll get these shrimp on the skewers. And then I'm also gonna be cooking some chicken for Mama Gorilla. She is wanting some grilled chicken. We marinate that in some Italian dressing, throw that on over direct heat. So good. So let's go get the fire going. All right, got the fire going. I think that's been long enough for these guys. So it's time to get them on their sticks. And we're gonna use 2 sticks per shrimp, so we can get a nice, solid connection, just like that. And the reason you wanna soak these in water is because you're going over a live fire. So obviously, wood, fire, it's gonna burn. They still will light up after a while, but hopefully they'll last a little bit longer. So I'm gonna get all these on here, and by then that Good Charcoal Company should be fired up, ready to roll. I love that stuff. You can get it at Home Depot, at Sam's Club, order it online, get it shipped out to you. It burns hot, fast, it lights up quick, and it's lump charcoal, smells amazing, and they do a lot of good work, so if you haven't tried them out before, give them a shot. And that is what we're looking for. Then when I get all these done, throw them out on the grill. These will not take long to cook. It's gonna be hot and fast. These are gonna be awesome. All right, got all the skewers made up. I'm just gonna give them a quick dusting of the Uncle Steve's Texas Cajun. A little bit extra flavor on there. And then these are ready for the fire. All right, we got those off the grill. Now we're gonna get off the skewers. All right, let's pull these guys off. We got a little done. Let's try one out with that Uncle Steve's Cajun on there. Oh man, that is fantastic. If I wasn't making shrimp po' boys, I'd just be eating those like that. All right, got all those shrimp off. Now I'm gonna put these in a bowl. Actually, I'm gonna try with that sauce first. Let's try this out. Oh man. I want these to stay warm. So I'm gonna put them in a bowl, cover it with some foil. Heck, I might throw it in the oven just to keep some heat on there while I prep up everything else. All right guys, it's been a little over an hour. These shrimp, I mean, they slightly changed color. And here's what they look like now. I mean, according to the recipe, just sitting in this juice cooks these. So, I mean, should I let them sit longer? The one recipe said 15 minutes, another one said an hour and a half, so I just cut it in the middle, said an hour. So we're gonna drain these juices out, and then we're gonna dice up, I'm gonna put it in a bigger bowl, we're gonna dice up the tomatoes, cilantro, jalapenos, red onion, avocados. We're gonna put it all in there, mix it all together, see what we get. All right, our drained shrimp into the bowl. We're gonna be adding in some diced tomatoes, 2 jalapenos. I'm gonna remove the seeds to make it a little less spicy. So how I've been doing it recently is just cutting around the seeds like so. Then you just toss that apart away. Can you believe it though? My store was all out of the just regular things of cilantro. So I had to buy it in this little container. So we'll deal with it. bowl. Into the bowl. The last thing we're gonna add is the avocado, but I'm gonna give this a good mix before that. So this is what we're working with right now. Should I have cut the shrimp up smaller? I don't know. We're also gonna add salt and pepper to this. So some fresh salt. Link to the grinders in the bio. I use the other one for a different grind, so I don't have the pepper. Then 1 avocado. Bought 2 just in case this one's ugly. Ooh, she looks nice. Pop. There we go. Give it a nice little soft spin here. It smells really good. I'm gonna put it in this littler bowl, some of it just to give it a little bit better appearance. Just like that. Now, we gotta make the po' boy. And we're gonna be doing it a little bit different than you're probably thinking. So I'm gonna be chopping up all my ingredients on here. I didn't wanna be hacking into my wood cutting board for that. Then I'm gonna take my hoagie bun and pick it all up, throw some sauce on it, and then since I didn't fry these and I want something a little crunchy, crispy onions. We're throwing this on. Not a traditional shrimp po' boy, but it's gonna be fantastic. You got lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and your sauce. Well, plus your shrimp. So I got some iceberg lettuce. Give it a little free chop. The hardest part's gonna be these tomatoes because I just think they're gonna get kind of squished up. So I might just chop these up by themselves on the side and then kind of sprinkle them in. If I do them nice and small, it's gonna help them along a little, dice them just a tad. I might have to get my big cutting board. This one's just a little small for all this stuff. Then we got some dill pickles. I grabbed these oval ones just because I thought they'd be easiest to chop up since they're already sliced. That's not what traditionally goes on po' boys. I don't know what goes on po' boys, so we're just kind of going with it, you know? Just going with the flow. Get it all chopped up, all diced. Some easy dice to start. What's the point of doing chopped sandwiches? I don't know, it's kind of a dumb, but the internet likes it, so. Just like that, we're all diced up. I was debating on chopping these up too, but these are nice and hot, and this is all cold. We're gonna toast the hoagie bun, and then we're gonna put these in and then drop this on top with the crunchies and the sauce. It's gonna be great, let's do it. All right, we got a nice toast on that bun. Just went out and threw it on the Weber. I think what I'm gonna actually do is take this sauce and mix it in with my shrimp. That way, I can get all these nice and evenly coated. So here's how we're gonna do it. We're going with the shrimp. We're going with the diced goodness, just like that. Right on top. Then we're going with the crispy onions. Give it a little crunch. Oh, I did it backwards again, oh well. Push your knife down, put that on top, and slide your knife out. Like there is what you got. Big old shrimp po' boy. All right, this awesome Chiefs cutting board. Plop it right down on there. All right guys, check it out. We are all done. We got the ceviche here, all mixed up. We got the chopped shrimp po' boy. We gotta give it a try. So, cheating on my diet a little bit with these chips. We gotta get some for this ceviche dip. So I wanna get down, try to get a little bit of everything in here. Some of the red onion, jalapeno, shrimp. Now let's try a bite of that. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me just, Chef, you were onto something when you suggested we make this, because that, that's really good. Has some nice lime flavor. The lemon and the lime go great in there. Has a little bit of heat from the jalapeno. The red onions, I love the flavor of red onions. Get the guac in there, or the avocado. That is fantastic. Now we're gonna take a bite of this guy. Get up in there. That's looking really good. I'm super excited about this. I don't know if it's just because I've been on a pretty intense diet for the past 2 weeks, but this might be one of the best things I've ever ate. Honestly, you don't even miss not having the shrimp fried. You have great shrimp flavor. You have a little bit of the crunch from those onions. That sauce is fantastic. And then just the lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles all chopped up together. They taste great in there. And toasting the hoagie bun, fantastic sandwich, guys. You need to try both of these. I am super surprised by how good I like this ceviche because I was very worried when he told me what it was, but it turned out great. So thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you go check out Drunken Chef's video as well, and let us know what you think. And if you have any ideas of what you want me to cook next, leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time.